Alas, poor yolk, I know thee well. That's literally it. Alas, poor yolk, I knew thee well. Alas, poor yolk, I knew thee well. Welcome to Broadway Bites, where there's two of us who love Broadway and one of us can cook and neither of us can sing, so obviously we're the most qualified people to do a show like this. Everything sucks politically and in life, so we're gonna make happy little omelets today.
Comfort food.
Doing it with a recipe because we found a play with a recipe in it. So now we didn't have to find a recipe.
We're just using the one the play gave us.
Yes, so we're doing the new 2015 musical Something Rotten. Literally there is a song where they give us an omelet recipe, so we're gonna see if it works.
We're going to follow their recipe and see what happens.
So, lyricists, this is on you if it sucks. Their step one is actually not even eggs. Melt a tablespoon of butter in a medium frying pan.
A medium frying pan. Melt a tablespoon of butter.
Wherein gets that. So Something Rotten is by the people who did Book of Mormon and Avenue Q. So you can tell what the humor is like in it. It's basically an entire musical about Shakespeare and musicals. But if you're one of those people that hate Shakespeare, this is the Shakespeare play for you.
Likewise, if you love Shakespeare, all the puns, this is the musical for you. If you hate musicals, this is the musical for you.
It's true. And if you are obsessed with musicals,
this too is the musical for you.
Whatever their market research was brilliant. Because they're like, our marketing is, we suck! So come see our play! It is not Tony winning! Over medium. Is it on medium? It's on max.
It is
you're
on
doing it wrong.
max.
And saute the onions and green pepper till they're tender. I don't know if that was
the onions and the green pepper. Okay.
Yep. We're supposed to be blaming the lyrics if this is bad, not our lack of ingredients.
We have half a pepper and we have
onion.
Except now my pan is hot and the butter's going to burn. So first we chop the vegetables.
So revision to this is do your veggies first and then start heating things up because
do we chop them? Do I just throw a whole one in? Does it say tiny chunks?
It just says and saute the onions and green pepper till they're tender. It also does not say how much. It just says
I shall saute that onion. He did not tell us how much green pepper or what to do with it.
Add the ham.
I have pepperoni, not cubed.
No, is that even ham? This is our omelet thus far according to these ingredients and instructions.
It did not say chopped onion and green pepper, and it did not say cubed ham.
Do we actually want to chop them a little bit? Because this is going to take hours otherwise. We have already had to make revisions where it did not say how much or that you need to prep the veggies first. So that's the thing. Like this show, we don't care about the quality of this content.
It's like politicians. They take instructions very literally. As in, you didn't tell me, or I didn't say I was going to do that. I said, put them in a pan and saute.
Didn't tell you how you should do that.
Nobody told me to chop them up. America.
Not crying because of the onions, I'm crying because of the state of the world right now. Once they're sauteed, then we turn off the heat. But then after that, the next lyric is let the omelet sit 1 minute in the skillet so the inside cooks right.
There are no eggs.
We're missing a key ingredient.
You didn't put eggs.
So it says we need to let it sit first, and then after we have let the omelet sit, we take the egg and beat it. So we're gonna make some more revisions to this and beat our eggs.
There's a lot of vegetables happening in this frying pan.
Forsooth!
Take the egg and beat it.
Crack, splat, bloop,
Crack, splash, crack. Oh, wait. We take the egg and we beat it with a rubber mallet, with a fork, with
I don't know, this is the 1500s.
your fingers.
I'm helping. Let me be your right hand man. And there's gender equality discussions in this because his wife is all like, let me be your right hand man. And he's like, but you're a girl. And then she's like, you dum dum. In its own stupidity, though, it is brilliantly written.
It's very clever. Every song is clever.
It's extremely, everything is a pun. If you love puns, this is the play for you. And it's about two playwrights in the 1500s trying to make a living, and every time they try and accomplish something, Shakespeare comes in and steals the show, and they're like,
Stealing everyone's ideas.
So Nick Bottom goes to a soothsayer to see into the future, and he has a vision that the next big thing will be called a musical.
We'll write a musical, 'cause nothing's as amazing as a musical, with song and dance and sweet romance.
Huzzahs, big applause, and a standing ovation. So basically it's a meta song about musicals, and there's a reference to at least like 15 musicals in that song alone. There's more later. So then Nick Bottom is like, we'll write a musical. And then they're trying to figure out what's right, and then he goes to the soothsayer again, and the soothsayer sees a vision about Shakespeare's next big hit, but he gets like a little bit of the pronunciation wrong in his vision, and instead of Hamlet, he hears omelette. Danish pastry, there's something rotten and omelette. So logically, Nick Bottom goes, alas, our play musical shall be about omelette. And so he writes a musical
About eggs.
about eggs in the 1500s.
There are tap dancing eggs.
There are tap dancing eggs that get beaten, literally. And
beating the eggs.
And then there's a Dreamgirls reference.
Chorus
And
line.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be an omelette.
It was white and yellow and white and yellow and white and yellow and white.
Beat it before you. It doesn't say cook it.
Doesn't say cook it. I'm gonna go ahead and cook it.
It's the Black Death. Shakespeare is just coming off of Romeo and Juliet, and he's got basically writer's block, but he's like super famous and a rock star, and everything's great. And then he hears word that Nick Bottom has heard about what his next play is, so he goes undercover in their version of Omelette and as an actor, and basically steals everything in some form. And while this is also happening, Nick's other brother Nigel, who is actually the only poet that's good in this entire play, basically writes all these sonnets and such, and he's first in love and then he's heartbroken. And he writes a lot of what is actually in Hamlet. And so Shakespeare's in the back.
Shakespeare steals it and then goes and writes Hamlet.
Yeah, that's the basic summation of it. But the meta of it and the Shakespeare puns and the musical jokes, and it's just incestuously.
It's glorious. It's just glorious.
It's like a joke on a joke on a joke on a joke. It's like cooking on the griddle, whipped up and beaten. It's eggs!
It's eggs! Woo!
Solution to your troubles is cheese and vegetables. Ship-poopy, Chicago. And it's like out of nowhere, the soothsayer will just say random musical terms that have nothing to do with anything.
If you don't know musicals, I am very sorry for everything that's going very over your head right now.
The solution to your troubles right here in River City, Ship-poopy, Chicago, Omelette, yeah!
Then it's off to the inn where my innkeeper friend wants to name a drink after me.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's really, really hard. It's sexy, but it's hard. You know it's hard.
It's hard to be the bard,
Oh, you-
baby. I has an actual skull, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. I guess I'm wearing a
Right.
Macbeth apron, not a Hamlet apron.
Yeah,
but
it's the
still,
closest we have.
we have a recipe on it.
We should do that
We should do
sometime.
this recipe.
I have newt, wool of bat, toe of frog, scale of drum. We can get all that.
Tongue of dog.
It's fine.
Cool.
Drink break. So we're don't have ideas, but look, we have a skull.
Look, we have a skull, and we have egg-free, dairy-free eggnog.
It's eggs,
It's
except
eggs.
it's not.
Oh no, I have better things.
Okay, good, because I
With-
really don't want to drink that.
Dairy-free Baileys, because that's how much fun our household is. Ooh, and my cauldron mug.
Which is also Macbeth and not Hamlet.
Macbeth. It's hard to be the bard, baby.
And there's a lot of hip thrusting from Shakespeare and dem cod pieces. Cheers.
Oh look, my omelette. What's happening over here?
Omelette.
Omelette. We made a thing.
Yay!
We did not follow the recipe.
We did to a point, but we made it better.
We changed the order of certain ingredients because logic.
Because we didn't want to eat raw eggs.
We didn't want to eat raw eggs or a whole onion that we were not actually told to chop up.
Yes.
Cat soup?
They didn't have kit soup.
Oh, fine.
But I want cat soup. With the ridiculousness of this entire musical, there's actually like a sweet little message, because it's like, when life gives you eggs, make an omelette. And it's literally just like, when things are crap, you can make good food out of it.
When life gives you an egg head as the person in charge of things
that are really important for the world, you beat that egg.
No. You get in trouble for beating that egg, but you take your anger out on a real egg and make
Good food.
an omelette.
Because otherwise, everything in the world is just miserable. Or it's pronounced miserable. It really makes no sense if you don't know the music, because it's just throwing random musicals at you. It's really good.
That's pretty good. There's just giant chunks of thing.
There's a lot of pepper. Hopefully, I don't know, something came out of this. A message. There's not really much of a message in this play. Shakespeare was a douche and may have stolen Hamlet from a guy who wrote a play about eggs. We can't say we don't know if it didn't happen. Conspiracy theory that one. And until next time. And scene. We have an end card now. I don't know if I charged this one. Let's find out.
Why you do that?
I'm really bad at this. Oh my god.
I was staring at you and you didn't acknowledge me, so I cracked.
You cracked.
I cracked! Like the eggs I broke earlier.
What is this feeling that it has?
Yeah.
Yes! Beat your eggs. Beat your eggs, not your people. What?